One of the cornerstones of a Montessori education is independence. The ultimate goal is to help the child develop and master skills that we would want them to have when they're grown. Dr. Montessori suggested it's not about teaching a child a set of skills or an accumulation of knowledge, but rather it's about developing a whole person to maturity. So as the teachers, we observe and we prepare ourselves and their environments, and we get out of the way of their natural development. Dr. Montessori taught us that the child is constructing themselves, and we are just assisting them. First of all, we model behavior. Sometimes we teach directly, and sometimes we teach by showing. They are absorbing things just by watching. So we have to be intentional about what we say and what we're doing when we're around the children. We should speak and act the way we wish them to behave. For example, if you want a child to use a quiet voice in the classroom, you shouldn't shout to them from across the room. It seems like a small thing, but all these little things you do, they will imitate. When explaining the concept of fostering independence, I like to use the analogy of the adult being a V as a scaffold. When the child is a baby, at the bottom of the V, they need support for every little thing. When they start to toddle, we give them more freedom to move in a safe space that we provide for them, and we protect them when it's needed. The older they get, the more freedom we give them to explore and try things that they're capable of doing. We are still setting limits and showing them they have to be safe and appropriate, but we raise the expectation and let them try. But of course, we're there if they get stuck. Dr. Montessori once said, the essence of independence is to be able to do something for oneself. Helping them when they're working on something interrupts their learning and actually inhibits their growth. We set them up for success, allowing them to tackle activities that they can do easily or that are just out of their reach so that they can grow and we step back. We can encourage them rather than praise so they develop an inner healthy self-worth. We have to be patient with them in their process to allow plenty of time. Children need the freedom to move, the freedom to try, and the freedom to fail for the opportunity to learn and grow. The goal in fostering a child to be independent is to create confident, self-aware, self-disciplined children who can think outside the box and who might see a failure as an opportunity to learn.